Hello and welcome back. Here's a quick update on my eating habits and my weight gain or loss. I am 6 feet tall, I'm 52 years old, and currently I am 194 pounds, which is 2 pounds less than the week before. This was me at 40 years of age. I was 226 pounds. I hit 230 at the highest. You know, in the past 3 months, I have been doing calisthenics more seriously. I don't do a lot of cardio. I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I lost a lot of fat, mostly with the intermittent fasting. Calisthenics have really helped me, you know, firm my body up and get stronger and more flexible. It's been amazing, actually. Let's look at my weight chart real quickly here. So this is over 6 years, and for the 14 years before this chart, I was always over 210 pounds, right? I was 210 to 230. And then I started trying to get serious right here when I was 224 about 6 years ago, right? I was 224. So this week I was 194 pounds, which is 2 pounds less than last week. And as you can see, in the last year, I've been below 205 pounds every single week for the first time in, 20 years. Okay, so I got below a couple times in the last 6 years, changing up my diet, doing different things, walking for like an hour and a half a day, all this kind of stuff. And this past year, I've gotten, these are the best results I've had with my weight. And it has not been because I've been exercising a lot. You're not, you can't really exercise away the food that you eat and all this kind of stuff. Intermittent fasting has been my savior. And I was doing it for, usually for about 8 hours a day. I'd eat in 8-hour windows, for most of this year. And then I'm starting to eat in smaller windows, right? But I'm eating a lot of, food that would be considered junk food. I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat fruit. I eat pizza, cheesesteaks, Vietnamese coffees, a lot of sugar and all this kind of stuff. And to give you an idea of the power of intermittent fasting and what it can do, even though my diet isn't good, we'll come over here, right? So look, here's what I ate this week, I had black coffee. So black coffee does not break my fast. So I tried to eat in four-hour windows this week, right? So right here shows how many hours it was between my last meal and the first meal on Sunday. So it was almost 20 hours. Almost 20 hours had elapsed from my last meal until my first meal on Sunday. And my first meal started at 12 o'clock when I had my first Vietnamese coffee, and it's got all the sugar in it. Then I had another Vietnamese coffee. I had 3 pieces of Sicilian pizza, and it was great. I had 8 ribs, some chicken breast, and I stopped eating at 4:40 p.m. I also had 96 ounces of water. Then almost 20 hours later, right, another Vietnamese coffee at 12:30. I had Newman's frozen pizza, Vietnamese coffee, scrambled eggs with meat, chicken. Then, 19.3 hours later, Jersey Mike's. Well, I had a large mocha coffee. Let me see. Here's Jersey Mike's cheesesteak and all that, man. When I go get my Jersey Mike's, I go crazy because it's near a coffee shop that makes really good mocha ice frappes or whatever, frappes, and I get a large one every time. So I'm literally eating a cheesesteak, a portobello cheesesteak from Jersey Mike. I'm eating, the number 8 wrap, which is like turkey and cheese and mayonnaise and everything. And I'm drinking a large mocha frappe with whipped cream on it, right? And I'm literally doing that over the course of about 90 minutes, right? I'll start eating, I'll eat like 75% of it, and then I'll wait like half an hour, and then I'll like finish it up, right? I'll be able to finish it up. Then I went home, I had some scrambled eggs with meat and chicken, and I stopped eating at 4 o'clock. So I ate all my food between 12 and 4. I also had, 116 ounces of water that day. So as you can see, I did not eat what would be considered a good food or good food to help you lose weight, but I averaged almost 20 hours in between my meals, as you can see right here. That's the key. That is the key. And to drive this point home a little farther, we come over here and the totals, and we see, here's my weight this week. So I lost 2 pounds, I was down 2 pounds from last week, which was 196 pounds. Intermittent fasting, I did 7 days a week. So I averaged almost 20 hours a day this week, and last week was about 18.4 hours in between my meals. And the week before that was 17 hours between my meals, and 2 weeks before that was 16 hours. So mostly this year I was eating in 8-hour windows. And then in the last month, I decided, hey, you know what? Let's try and cut the windows down and go more towards OMAD, which is OMAD, one meal a day, right? But I'm not at one meal a day yet. I may or may not, but I do know that almost doing 20 hours a day in between my meals helped me lose 2 pounds this week. And I didn't do much cardio at all. You know, I just walk about half an hour a day. I don't do any like real rigorous heavy stuff. My wife does. My wife, you know, walks for like 2 hours a day, and she climbs all these stairs and stuff, sweats and everything, but she's gaining weight steadily. And I'm telling her, I'm like, look, honey, it's all about not eating for 20 hours a day. So you slowly get into this. People be like, oh, I can't do that. I can't eat, you know, 4-hour windows. Well, I couldn't do that either. You know, a couple weeks ago, I couldn't do it. You got to train your body slowly over time, just like everything else. You slowly get into it. You slowly improve it over time, and it becomes easier and easier for your body to do it. And then you're kind of just doing it, and you don't even like, so what happens is it also decreases your appetite. So I exercise in the morning. I haven't eaten for like 16, 17 hours, and I exercise, and I don't feel hungry or anything, you know, until 12 o'clock comes around, then I'm ready to eat. So it takes time, right? It takes time, just like everything else. So as you can see, yeah, my windows of eating are about 4 hours a day, and that's the least that it's been in, you know, in a long, since ever, actually. And as you can see, I'm starting to go back down again. I'm below 195. I've only been below 195 pounds 8% of the time over the last 6 years. And half of that has been in this past year. So this past year, half of my time being under 195 pounds has occurred in this past 12 months. So I'm getting better and better at this. And it is all intermittent fasting, which is enabling me to do this, right? So if you have any questions, just let me know. You can ask them in the comments section below. I'll try to answer your questions, and I'll try and give updates on my weight and my intermittent fasting practices over the coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye-bye.